Great. What? Found it. I should be lucky. All right, keep the change. Say thank you.
Thank you.